Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Upper St. Clair High School Auditorium, Gymnasium, excuse me. Little technical difficulties getting started here, so you may have missed a couple of the first couple of minutes. We're now introducing the St. Clair starting lineup. Same starting lineup as we've had the last several games. Sirio, Elias, Austin, and Simpson are already out there, and now the leading scorer, Christian Shea. St. Clair Panthers doing their usual star routine on the floor before the game. We haven't had our national anthem yet. We should be doing that here in a second or two. St. Clair comes into tonight's game with a perfect 4-0 record, 3 home games. They won a 1-point squeaker at Franklin Regional earlier this week. All right, sorry for being a little harried there, sports fans. We had, like I said, we had a little trouble getting our camera crew, our camera up and running. So hopefully as soon as Baldwin Highlanders get on the court, I'll be able to set the starting lineups for you. The Highlanders come into tonight's game with a 2-1 record. They have played Elizabeth Forward, who they beat 84-60. They've also beat Penn Trafford 56-53. Their only loss of the game was a 2-point decision to Connellsville earlier this week. This is the first section game for St. Clair, so there should be some interest here. Section games always determine who makes it to the playoffs. Jumping center against John Austin for the Highlanders is number 12, O'Brien. Simpson controls the ball. If you've watched many of our games, you know St. Clair is not afraid to shoot the jump shot from 3-point range. Elias with the weak side rebound. You can only take one dribble, Steve. Let's see who else we have here for the Highlanders. We have number 3, Joyce, number 12, inbounding the ball. That's O'Brien. Gets it into number 20, Greer. We have number 33 out deep in the corner, who is Waterback. And the only one I've missed so far is number 20, Greer. Okay. Baldwin deliberate in their first possession. No common opponents between these teams, so it's hard to handicap them prior to the game. Baldwin seems content looking down at the ball as they're dribbling. You need to have your eyes up to hit the open man. You can't pass the ball when you're staring at the floor dribbling it. First minute gone by. Baldwin yet to take a shot. Thought he had a half step on Austin. And it looks like Baldwin's going to be content to take the air out of the ball tonight. Joyce drives, then kicks it back out to number 12, O'Brien. O'Brien tries to drive on Elias. Lauderback throws the ball out of bounds off of Joyce's hand. Now that's always going to be the problem when you try to take the air out of the ball and slow things down. You can only make so many passes in a row before one's just going to get tipped or deflected. So let's see if we can count St. Clair's deflections tonight. Nice drive by Elias. So after playing defense for 1 minute and 15, we take our shot within 2 seconds. Deep in the corner. Nothing but the bottom of the net for number 33, Lauderback. Baldwin draws first blood at the 6:23 mark. 3-0 Highlanders. Simpson looks to drive. I think we had a reach in on number 3, Joyce. Not much of a foul. But the men in the striped shirts blew their whistle, and once they blow their whistle, they've got to call something. Simpson inbounding under our own basket. 3-pointer tipped. Nice defense. Shea goes baseline. Had no angle, but he was too late. He left his feet. Sirio in the backcourt. Scramble for the ball. Out to Shea from 3-point range. Simpson tries to get the long rebound. Out of bounds off of Upper St. Clair. Highlander ball. As usual, we'll see Simpson picking up his opposing point guard in the backcourt. Again, not a real full court press, but full court pressure. It's not a trapping zone type of press, but rather 100 feet of defense. Simpson with the turnover. Over to Austin. Austin makes a move. I don't think so. Number 20 draws the offensive foul on Austin. That's Greer. I don't think Greer had his feet set. A little bit better crowd here tonight. Almost a full house in the student section. More parents than usual, or than the last game. Greer inbounds it to number 3, Joyce. Simpson pressuring. Remains 3-0, 5:40 and ticking. Greer goes baseline, kicks it back in the corner to Lauterbach. In and out. Shea can't handle the rebound. Number 12, O'Brien, picks up the loose ball. Gives Baldwin a 5-point lead. 5:20 in first quarter, excuse me. Serio looked like he dragged his back foot a little bit there. Maybe got away with one. Entry pass to Elias. Backs in. Front rim. Rebound Highlanders. Number 21, Sedlock, got his hands on the loose ball, but he was a little bit out of control as he tried to make a break. It appeared he wasn't sure whether he wanted a fast break or not fast break, kind of a half fast break, and he just threw the ball out of bounds. St. Clair looking to score their first basket for the evening, cut into the 5-point Baldwin lead. Pick up high by Serio. Simpson gives up his dribble into Elias. Elias goes up strong, no dice, zone rebound, yes. Ending the 3-minute, 14-second drought, Elias puts St. Clair on the board, 5-2. Simpson a little over-aggressive. I'm not sure Murphy was much of a threat 30 feet from the basket. Brett McCormick checking in for Elias. Number 3, Joyce. And number 12, O'Brien checking in. He looks to the basket, but that's a little too deep. Puts his hand up to create some space between himself and Christian. Nice dribble drive. Penetration by number 3, Joyce, and he draws the foul. He'll be going to the line for 2. 4:22 remaining, first quarter. St. Clair a little cold here in the early going. This is the first trip to the free throw line for anyone tonight. First one up and good. First points for Mr. Joyce tonight. That was the first foul on McCormick. Second one is also good. Very nice stroke. 7-2, Highlander lead. Serio drives to the basket. Off the front rim, went up a little too far away and tried to adjust for his momentum and let his momentum carry the ball to the basket, but couldn't quite get there. Baldwin working on the perimeter. Number 12, Joyce from O'Brien from deep three-point range. Joyce pulls down the rebound. Baldwin seems content to take their time and force St. Clair to play defense. Number 4 drives on. You got to step on Simpson, but it looks like McCormick stepped in front. Again, looks like they're going to be calling those offensive fouls close tonight. McCormick just barely got his feet set, and the foul was on number 3, Joyce. I'm sorry, number 4, Murphy. As long as they're consistent, that's all we can ask for them. Serio tries to get a step on his man. 3-point shot for Brennan off the bench. Rebound hits the top of the backboard. Out off of Baldwin. St. Clair maintains possession. O'Brien was not happy with either the call or the bounce of the ball. Shea out on the wing. Serio sets a pick. Jumper. Front rim. Rebound Highlanders. Shane lost his feet. Oh! I was just about to say, Shane had lost his feet and hustled back nicely on defense. Serio came back. The ball was loose. Just a little too much momentum. Carried him right over the baseline. Applebaum in for the first time this evening. In for Austin. Greer inbounds. Shane had a notion. Turnover. Shea. Oh. Number 30, foul on number 33, Lauterbach. He was not going to let Shea get to the basket uncontested. From where I'm sitting, it didn't appear that he even tried to block the shot. He was going to take Shea out. Shea was not going to get an uncontested layup. Oh my! I guess that wasn't in the act of shooting. St. Clair looking to cut into the 5-point Baldwin lead. 7-2, 2:46. Syria goes baseline. We've got a push on number 11. That's Einwach. I think he just checked in a few seconds ago. Sedlock back in for O'Brien. Shea will inbounds underneath the St. Clair basket. Applebaum in the corner. Resets. Shea drives, draws a crowd. Can't get it to go, but follows his own shot. His first 2 points of the night, 7-4. Baldwin lead. Lauterbach dribbles to the corner and kicks it back, or dribbles back out. Running one-hander by Einwach. Three-pointer, Brett McCormick. Those are Brett's first points tonight. It ties the game up at 7 apiece with 2:04 remaining. Serio harassing Greer. Now, you can't use your arm to create space as Lauterbach did, but I think they're going to call the foul on McCormick. Again, that's one where he wasn't going anywhere near the basket. I think Brett could have laid off him, perhaps. Actually, the foul was on Reed Applebaum, not Brett, sorry. They were both there defending the player. Einwach inbounds. Beautiful play by Reed. Tips it to himself. Goes up strong. Foul on Lauterbach. Nice anticipation by the running back, tight end, linebacker. Oh, and he plays basketball too. Applebaum will go to the line for 2. That's a second foul on Lauterbach. 15 foul. 1:45. Back rim. Take your time, Reed. Simpson back in for Serio. We've got McCormick, Shea, Applebaum at the line, Simpson and Brennan. Second one much better, Reed. St. Clair goes ahead for the first time tonight. 8-7, 1:42 and counting. Joyce drives baseline. Forced that shot. St. Clair looking to break. Open 3 for McCormick. Front rim, long rebound. Applebaum up strong, yes. Nice position. He used the hip to ward off the defensive rebounder, got the rebound on the long side, went up strong with the right hand. Einwach drives on Shea. He's going to the free throw line to make the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Austin in for Brennan. Panthers had opened up a 3-point lead, but Highlanders counterattacked very quickly, cut the lead back to 2, or back to 1. Free throw is long. Oh, that was an awfully quick jump. The ball was, I guess they called the jump, but boy, I thought Brett had wrestled the ball away from the Highlander player, and that was a quick whistle. 1:10 remaining. Baldwin to inbound. A deep 3, long, strong rebound. Now, I'm not sure the Baldwin player hit the ball, but he certainly hit Reed's hand. The end result is the same, St. Clair possession. That was a very, very deep 3. Simpson picked up by 11. Einwick, 11 on 11. Some pushing underneath, jockeying for position. I think they're going to call that one on Austin. Foul away from the ball. The Baldwin player had position, and John tried to take it away from him. Sedlock to inbound. Goes for the home run ball. Very nice. I thought that was a little too far, but O'Brien did a beautiful job of gaining control, turning his body around, and then going up strong. St. Clair quickly counterattacks, works the ball inside, and they have drawn the foul on Baldwin. The Baldwin faithful not happy with the call. There was some contact there. That's only the 6th foul. It wasn't in the act of shooting. I don't know what you have to do to be in the act of shooting here tonight. Simpson gets the inbound pass from Shea. Another foul away from the ball. Looks like it's on Brennan this time. The Zebras are sending a message. They're calling this game tight. They don't want the physicality to get out of control. I don't know that there's any history or bad blood between these two teams other than it's the first section game for both teams. They're playing hard. I've seen nothing untoward from either team. But the officials certainly seem to be sending a message, as I said, to both coaches that physicality is not going to be tolerated tonight. At any rate, number 20, Greer, inbounds. Gets it to Einwach. I think you took a step before you dribbled, Mr. Joyce. He had a notion to take the 3. Nice fake, but he took a step before he put the ball on the floor. 36.5. St. Clair trying to cut into the 1-point Highlander lead. Elias sets a pick for Shea. Shea beats his man over to Elias. That's Steve's second basket for 4. 12-11 Panthers, 11 seconds. A very long 3. Back rim, long rebound, out of bounds, Baldwin. St. Clair with 2.4 seconds. McCormick to inbounds. They're not putting any pressure on McCormick at the inbounds. Long pass to Shea. Batted around by the Highlanders. Harmless shot after the basket. And that was a fairly exciting, quick-paced first quarter. Panthers, after being down 7-0 or 5-0 and 7-2, took them a while to get on the board. But once they got on the board, they shot reasonably well. 12-11 Panther lead. Here after the first stanza. Elias has 2, Shea has 1 basket, Applebaum has 3, and McCormick made a long 3 to add up to 12 for the Panthers. Summarizing the Baldwin scoring, Joyce was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Einwick had a bucket, O'Brien had a couple of buckets, and Lauterbach had a 3. And that adds up to 11. Wow, my scorebook foots to the score. How about that? Recapping the foul situation, the Panthers have committed 7 team fouls here in the first quarter. So the next time Highlanders get to the next time they're fouled, Highlanders will be shooting 1-1. Highlanders have committed 6 fouls, so likewise St. Clair will be shooting at least 1-1 next time they go to the free throw line. Possession arrow pointing to St. Clair. Sirio inbound to Elias. They're going to double team the big man away from the basket. Sirio sees a hole, tries to exploit it. Nice fall away jumper by Sirio. That's his first 2 points. Takes the Panther lead out to 3, 14-11 here in early going of the second quarter. Joyce tied up by Sirio. Greer looks to make a move. Nice defense by Elias. He got over there. He beat the man with his feet. He took away the baseline. Quick counterattack. Sirio to Shea. You have got to be kidding me. That is possibly the worst call I've seen today. And I watch a lot of basketball all day. I just don't see the offensive on that one. Please don't mind my opinions. 14-11 St. Clair lead. Second foul on Shea. Now the ball was clearly out of bounds off of Baldwin, and the Baldwin coach isn't happy. And whether he's not happy with the call or happy with the execution, I'm not sure. Simpson to inbound. Got the starting lineup back in for St. Clair. Sirio gets loose, tries to make an inside move, gets rejected. Long pass, Baldwin player couldn't get the shot off. Joyce goes baseline. Nice rebound by Elias. Quickly 3-on-2, numbers. Little dipsy doodle. And Austin's on the board. 16-11 St. Clair with their biggest lead of the night. 6:50 and counting. Murphy tries to make a move on Simpson. Kind of forces up a blind shot. Some nice backside, weak side defense by Elias. Here come the Panthers. Into Elias, takes the dribble, uses his body to shield the defender from the ball. And just like that, St. Clair has a 7-point lead, 18-11. I think Baldwin has to be careful. As you've heard me say before, that 6-point lead gets to 10, and the next thing you know, the game's out of control. Baldwin's done a nice job here in the first half to stay even with St. Clair. But with the kind of shooting that St. Clair has, you don't want to get behind. They're a tough team to come back on. Austin picking up number 12, O'Brien. O'Brien kind of baited him into a foul there. He looked a little sloppy. He looked a little sloppy with the dribble. I think the athlete and John felt he could steal the ball off of O'Brien, but instead of stealing the ball, he got called for the reach-in. It's a 9th foul on the Panthers. O'Brien will be shooting a 1-1. Shane Brennan checks back in, Applebaum's back in, and Brett McCormick are back in, teaming up with Simpson and Elias. First end of the 1-1 is good. Gives O'Brien 5, leading the way for the Highlanders. Nice stroke by Mr. O'Brien. Cuts the St. Clair lead to 5, 18-13. Simpson picked up by Joyce. Working it inside to Elias. Goes up strong, uses the backboard for the reverse layup. Got the backboard, no rim. Highlanders control. Nice backdoor move. Beautiful backdoor move and a bounce pass, but he couldn't get the layup to go. St. Clair defender overplayed his man, and he went backdoor. McCormick finds a 3 he likes, and he likes it very much. Second 3 for McCormick, 21-13, Panther lead, 5:21. Einwick tries to make a move on Simpson. Three by number 12, O'Brien. A little sloppiness in the backcourt. Applebaum makes a nice play to get there. A lot of contact. Gets the ball over to Simpson. But the Highlanders control. Loose ball. Nobody can grab it. Oh, quite the flurry of activity there. I don't think the Panthers have come to realize that all they have to do is stand there and let the Baldwin offensive player run into them, that they'll get. It's very easy to draw an offensive foul here tonight. They were playing defense and contesting the layups when they could have just stood there and taken the offensive. At any rate, 21-16, number 33 Lauterbach going to the line. Panthers are into the double bonus, so Lauterbach will get two. First one is long. Couple of substitutions. Wise and Brennan are sitting down. Shea back in. McCormick, Simpson, Serio, and Applebaum. Lauterbach with the second free throw. That one's a little better. That's Lauterbach's fourth point for the night. And there's a timeout on the court. St. Clair with a 21-17 lead. 4:53 remaining in the first half. Wow, my voice is getting a little hoarse tonight. I guess that means I'm talking too much. My spotter, otherwise known as my wife, nods in agreement. Possibly the first time in 26 and a half years of marriage she's agreed with me. Now she's giving me a slashing motion across the throat. Never having done any stage work, I don't know what that means. I guess I should talk about basketball, huh? Let's see, who do we have coming back on the court for the Panthers? We've got Simpson with the ball, Serio, McCormick, Applebaum, and Shea. Simpson drives on his man. He was in deep when he reached around and got the ball up on the backboard. Didn't think he had the angle, but he did. That's Dan's first basket. Gets the St. Clair lead back to 6. Highlanders with an offensive rebound couldn't make the second shot. They're double teaming Shea. If they double team Shea, somebody has to be open. A little bit of contact as Simpson went up. I'm surprised they didn't call something one way or another. Well, there we go. I opened my big mouth, and there's another foul. 25-17, 4:16. My birthday, 4:16, remaining in the second quarter. Number 4, Murphy, will be going to the line. Shooting 2. Every foul from here on in from the half, Baldwin will be shooting 2. Murphy makes the first. Number 41, Zach Joyce, checks in for the Panthers. Second one is also good. Simpson picked up by Murphy. Serio drives baseline, dishes to Joyce. Joyce has a hard time holding on. Couldn't get the shot off. Nice penetration by Serio. It's tough for a guy to come off the bench, and sometimes the game's a little too quick. Again, the Baldwin player, number 4, Murphy, got open along the baseline. Backdoor cut, hit him with the bounce pass. Coach Holder's going to have to adjust for that in the second half. Someone's turning their head and not keeping an eye on their defense. That's why he's getting open. That's 3 in a row from the charity stripe for young Mr. Murphy. Cuts the Panther lead to 5, 3:58 remaining. Second one, also good. Baldwin, 9 of 11 from the free throw line. Foul on the floor before the shot. That'll be the 7th foul on Baldwin, so Simpson should be going to the line for a 1-and-1. If it wasn't in the essence 1-and-1, he was not in the act of shooting. Little hip check as he tried to make the drive. Second foul on Justin Joyce. First one is good. Nice stroke by Dan. That's his 5th point. Takes the Panther lead back out to 5, 26-21. Second one is short, controlled by Del Rey. Head fake, jumper by Simpson. Del Rey goes up strong. I'm not sure where the foul was there. No one knows. Players are milling about in both directions. I think they're going, and they're calling that on Brett McCormick. No one knew. The players were just kind of milling about. Everyone on Baldwin thought it was on one of their players because they did the hitting, but McCormick gets the foul. I didn't see that one at all. More than half of the Baldwin points have come from the free throw line. Murphy will be shooting too. Mr. Murphy, 5 for 5. Hopefully I've jinxed him by pointing that out. 4-point Panther lead. Rattle around and in, 6 for 6. Free throw shooting and St. Clair's physical play, keeping Baldwin in the game. Baldwin only has 5 baskets, but they have 23 points. Here, just about midway through the second quarter. Simpson, McCormick, Sirio, Del Rey, and Shea for the Panthers. They work it into Del Rey. Nice post-up move. And once again, he has that quick drop step, a true post player. And he uses all 6'5" of that frame to get in and draw the foul. I think you're going to see that on every possession while Del Rey is in there. They're going to be looking to work the ball on inside them and kind of even up the foul situation. First one by Del Rey is no good, a little long. And he drops the second one. 27-23, 4-point Upper St. Clair lead. Greer picked up by Simpson. And if you were watching, you saw Einwick tried to go backdoor on Sirio. Long shot, rebound, Highlanders. Another 3, Highlanders fighting for the ball, crashing the boards. On one of those 3 or 4 pump fakes, he shuffled his feet and was called for a travel. I think that was probably a good call. Simpson picked up by Einwick. Einwick didn't start, but he's played a lot of minutes. Entry pass into Del Rey. Weak side defense by number 20, Greer, slapped the ball away. Del Rey has to hold on to that ball a little stronger and not let a light deflection knock the ball out of his hands. Del Rey had possession, but McCormick couldn't get him the pass. 3-pointer from Sirio. Long rebound. Sirio tries to sneak in the backcourt. Head fake by Joyce. That's got to be an offensive. Once again, somebody was paying attention when they were on the bench for the first and second quarter. Del Rey saw the way the refs have been calling this game with a very quick, very easy offensive foul. He stepped in and drew the foul. Nice play by the freshman. A couple of substitutions here for Baldwin. We've got Murphy, Lauterbach, Einwick is taking a seat. Foster and O'Brien Bananas, Foster, O'Brien. Simpson drives baseline. 7 points for Simpson. Takes the St. Clair lead back to 6. Greer up top, picked up by McCormick. Jumper is no good. Long rebound. Serial clears. 2 on 3. Kicks it back to Shea. Shea tries to go baseline, loses the ball, but Del Rey was Johnny on the spot. 31-23, 8-point lead. 3 points for the freshman here in the second quarter. Some nice minutes off the bench due to some foul trouble. Shea goes coast to coast and lays it in. I smell a timeout coming by the Baldwin coach. 10-point St. Clair lead with 1:35. Cross-court pass, a long 3. Nothing but air. Brennan coming back in. Brennan is coming in for, he's got to come in, somebody's got to leave. McCormick sits down. Einwick back in. Biggest lead of the night for either team. (33-23). Simpson attacking on the wing. Serial into Del Rey. Nah, didn't lead him quite enough. Nice step in by O'Brien. Einwach has a little trouble controlling the ball. Oh, come on, there was not a foul there. At any rate, Murphy makes a nice drive on Shea. Shea, I think, will have picked up his 3rd foul. And I think they're going to have to sit him down for the last minute 3. You'd hate to see him pick up his 4th foul here in the first half. And O'Brien is not the guy you want to foul. Gets the shooter's roll, 7 for 7. It's Murphy, not O'Brien, I'm sorry. But he is still the guy that shot 7 for 7. Don't want to play horse or 21 against Mr. Murphy. 8 for 8. Cuts the Panther lead to 8. Giving Simpson plenty of room. He didn't have the drive. 3-pointer from McCormick. Oh, nice offensive rebound by Del Rey. I like to think we have another 4 years to watch Garrett play. It's going to be fun watching him develop. 3-pointer by Murphy. Mrs. Murphy proud of her son tonight. 35-28, 7-point lead. Oh, which foul first? It's either on Einwach or Waterback. Three Waterback. Foul trouble is going to start to become an issue for both teams here. Several players on both sides with 3. First one is good from Simpson. Joyce in for McCormick with 25.9 seconds remaining. Shane Brennan also checked in when I wasn't looking. Nine-point Panther lead. Second one is good for Simpson. 3 for 4 from the line tonight for Dan. Look for Baldwin to hold for the last shot. Joyce loses his feet, but no harm done. Einwick wanted to go backdoor on Joyce, but Joyce kept his eye on him. 3-pointer is in and out. Rebound. Oh, the Baldwin players ran into each other after a nice long rebound. 0.9 seconds, as we've seen in these situations. The former quarterback will throw the long pass inbounds with 0.9 seconds. See if we have a little bit more success here tonight. Oh. Out of bounds off of the Baldwin player's knee. That'll end the first half. 37-28, 9-point St. Clair lead. I'm going to go grab a Powerade, not a Gatorade. We only sell Powerade here. And we'll see you back in about 10 minutes, okay? Thanks. Welcome back to the second half, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hank Chesko. We've got Dan Galuzzi running the camera for us tonight. We've got about a minute or so before the second half of the Upper St. Clair Panthers versus the Baldwin Highlanders basketball game resumes. St. Clair has a 9-point lead here at half. Let's recap some of the scoring. For St. Clair, John Austin has 2, Simpson 9, leading St. Clair. Sherio has a basket. Christian Shea has 3 baskets for 6. Reed Applebaum contributing 3, some nice minutes off the bench for Reed. Brett McCormick dropped a couple of long 3s for 6. And some nice minutes for 6'5 freshman Garrett Del Rey with a couple of baskets and a free throw for 5 points. Over on the other side of the ledger for the Highlanders, Murphy leading all scorers with 11. 8 for 8 from the free throw line for Mr. Murphy and a 3 to go with it. Joyce had a couple of free throws. Einwick had a basket for 2. O'Brien had 9. Lauterbach 4. The Highlanders shot 13 for 15 in the first half. 13 of their 28 points from the free throw line. Nice shooting for the Highlanders. And here we go. Number 12, O'Brien inbounding the ball. We have a little bit of a delay while some debris is cleared off the court. Backcourt pressure by the Panthers, per usual. Austin, Serio, Elias, Simpson, and Shea. Again, Baldwin looks to that backdoor cut, takes the jumper now. Boy, it looked like number 12, O'Brien, banged into Shea. Shea's got 3. He's got to be careful. A reach-in foul, number 4, Murphy. The player the Highlanders would at least like to lose. Scoreboard tells me that's only his second foul. Overplaying Simpson just a little bit. Tried to get the reach in. Austin, nice head fake. Drive strong to the basket. Reverse layup with the left hand. Austin starts off the scoring for St. Clair. 11-point lead. Murphy tries to drive on Serio. Simpson harassing Murphy, or Joyce as he drives through the lane. Ball's on the ground. Again, a quick jump ball. Possession arrow, St. Clair. Oops, Simpson falls. Some full court pressure for the first time by the Highlanders. Trying to make something happen on defense. A little nice penetration. Dishes it over to Elias. Elias elbows his man out of the way. Good no call. 6 points for Elias. Takes the St. Clair lead out to 13. Highlanders working the ball around the perimeter. Elias out on Murphy. Murphy thinks he can beat Elias off the dribble, but not this time. Might have got 3 out of the 5 seconds on that tie-up by Austin. Joyce drives on Serio. Can't get it to go. That ball was 3/4 of the way down. Highlander player number 21, Sedlick, wisely calls timeout. He was kind of tied up on the floor, and if he moved another muscle, it would have been a traveling violation. You hate to use a timeout this early in the half if you don't have to, but he made the quick decision to trade a timeout for possession because he knew he was about to be called for a traveling violation. St. Clair comes out quick, gets the first 5 points of the second half to take their lead out to 13, 6-19. That was a timeout of the 30-second variety. Referees urging both teams to get back to the court, and let's get this game moving, boys. It'll be Baldwin ball. It will be Baldwin ball to inbounds. Sort of a tongue twister there. Number 20, Greer, putting the ball in for Baldwin. Joyce controls it. Over to Murphy. Murphy looks to drive on Serio. Oh, come on. You know, that was either a no call or a push off. You know, Murphy, you can't raise your arm to push off your man to get some separation. Little ticky-tacky call. It's only Serio's second. "13-point St. Clair lead. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Oh, nice dish back to Joyce. Off of his leg. May have forced that shot a little bit. Serio inbounds the ball to Simpson. I think Simpson should have no trouble breaking this token pressure. Coast to coast for Simpson. As I said, no trouble breaking that pressure. 15-point St. Clair lead. Joyce tries to go baseline. Simpson cuts him off. He had no angle there. He was behind the basket when he shot. Oh, I think Simpson thought it was going to be off of Baldwin, and he let that one go. I think he had every opportunity to be able to grab that ball. Not arguing too much about it. Elias comes out high, tries to steal the ball off of Joyce. Three-pointer from Murphy. Murphy can shoot. 14 points for Murphy. Serio, nice drive, dish to Elias. Elias again uses his body to shield himself, shield the defender from the ball. That's 8 points for Elias. A little sloppy in the backcourt by St. Clair. Baldwin cuts the lead back to 12. Simpson drives, puts the ball up with the left hand. Think we're going to have a foul on Baldwin. Not sure if Simpson will be going to the line or not. And he was in the active shooting. Simpson will be going to the line. That's 4 fouls on Murphy, or Joyce, excuse me. 4 fouls on Joyce. First one in and out for Simpson. McCormick in for Serio. Applebaum in for Elias. Simpson looking to take the lead out to 13. Second one is also long. Couple of goose eggs for Dan from the free throw line that time. 4:44 remaining. Einwick drives. Nice help out on defense by Austin. Quickly out to Simpson. That quick pressure, high pressure offense drew the foul. I think that was on Jordan Greer, number 20. That's his first, but 3 team fouls in the second half against the Highlanders. Shea inbounding. Oh, little hand check. I didn't know that was legal in this league. Simpson gives up his dribble. Applebaum over to help out. Three-pointer, long. Rebound tapped out of there, controlled by the Highlanders. Austin with some defense from behind, but behind the legs, look for the dish. Nice dish. Oh, nice dish from Simpson to Austin. Austin couldn't close it, but he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one by Austin, up and good. 46-33, 13-point St. Clair lead. Second one, front rim. Rebound controlled by number 12, O'Brien. Long pass into the corner to Einwick. Head fake, kicks it out to Lauterbach, tries to drive baseline. St. Clair quickly counterattacking. Now, there was a fast break where Shea was bringing it down the middle of the court. Really didn't have the very good angle to get it over to Reed. But they, the pressure of the fast break forced Baldwin. Baldwin wasn't back in good transition defense. Fouled Applebaum as he went up strong for the lay-in. That's 4 on Lauterbach. Reed sinks the first. I don't know if you heard that in the background. We had a couple of substitutions there. Sirio back in, Shane Brennan back in to join McCormick and Austin and Applebaum. Second one from Reed. Nice stroke, Reed. Makes both of them. 15-point St. Clair lead. McCormick picks up Einwach. Einwach was going to go baseline. He was going to get that shot off one way or another. Not a very good shot, but he drew the contact. That's 3 on Brett. Einwach will go to the line and shoot 2. Nice stroke for Einwach. Again, very, very impressive free throw shooting. I think that makes the Highlanders 14 for 16. But you can shoot upwards of 90% from the free throw line. That'll keep you in a lot of games, even if you're a little overmatched. And it'll win games if it's even. 14-point St. Clair lead. Both. Einwach drops the second one. 48-35. 3.5 minutes remaining. Austin tries to go baseline, gets picked up. Wide open 3 for Sirio. Air ball, hustle play by Elias. Gets the ball into Brennan. Brennan can't get it to go. You got to dunk that one, Shane. Shane went up strong but couldn't get it to go. But the good hustle results in St. Clair ball under the basket. Head fake, long 3, again off. Now there's got to be a foul there. I mean, it's going to be called an intentional foul. I'm not sure what we're going to call here. Number 3, Joyce. Again, I'm replaying that one in my mind. Elias went up with one hand because his left hand was being held back as he went up for the rebound. And then once he came down, Joyce flung him around. The players were tangled up. Boys are getting a little chippy on a Friday night. I did see one official cross his arms in front of him, which would indicate an intentional foul. Let's see if he sticks with that call. I think it's going to be the 5th foul on Joyce in any case. Joyce is done for the night. We're not going to be shooting. Number 1, Zui checks in. Again, not sure why there wasn't a foul there. Elias went up strong. Applebaum gets called for the hustle foul, trying to grab the loose ball. Zui, number 1, is a diminutive young man, to say the least. (48-35). I'm not sure why we didn't get a free throw if it was an intentional foul a few seconds ago. But at any rate, that was the 6th team foul on Baldwin. Number 20, Greer, trying to inbound the basket, used every part of his 5 seconds allowed. Zoué bounces the ball between Simpson's legs. Not sure that was intentional. The long 3 by Zoué. Nice hustle play by Baldwin. Not sure how that isn't a over and back. Now they get a ticky-tacky call on Elias after a lot of pushing and shoving. Fouls are starting to be a factor. I don't think Baldwin is quite as deep on their bench as St. Clair.
And it looks like they've gone to some JV players here pretty quickly once some of the starters have gotten into foul trouble. That's the second time in a row Greer's had a little bit of trouble putting the ball into play. Picked up by Brennan. Oh, nice pick away from the up top. Just enough of distraction to get some separation. Simpson pushes the issue. Elias goes up strong. Oh, in and out. Shane grabs it away from Bennett. Shane goes up again. St. Clair is just bigger and stronger underneath than Baldwin. We need to convert some of these offensive rebounds into points, either via lay-ins and putbacks or via free throws. We've had about a minute and a half here, maybe two, where we haven't scored a point. Brennan's going to be going to the line, shooting two. First one is long, bounces up. We have Garrett Del Rey coming back in. This lineup that Baldwin has will have absolutely no answer for Del Rey. First one is short. Elias rebound. Goes up strong. Air ball on a rebound. Brennan gets it. Kick it out, Shane. Kick it out. Now he goes up and draws the foul. He'll be shooting two more. Had St. Clair been making free throws at the rate that Baldwin's making their free throws, we'd have a 30-point lead at this point. Shane can't get anything to drop tonight. That's three in a row he's missed now in the last 20 seconds. The last flurry of activity and missing the free throw, Del Rey didn't get a chance to check in. Now if he makes this, they'll allow Del Rey to come in off the bench, and he drops it. Del Rey checks in, 49-35, 14-point Panther lead, 2:09 remaining. Again, that full court nuisance pressure. Greer didn't look very comfortable being matched up with Serio. A long three. Oh. You know what? Now, they're going to give him three shots, but the foul was well after the shot was away. Del Rey, a post player, has been trained to box out his man after his man shoots, and he was going out to box his man out, and they called him for a shooting foul. Not sure about that, but that's as good as money in the bank. O'Brien makes the first of three, puts him in a double figures for the Highlanders. Second is good. 49-37. Baldwin won't go away. Three for three. Baldwin's 5 for 5 from the free throw line in the second half. Simpson leaves three men in the dust. Oh. Kind of a foot pass to Garrett, but it's still one he's got to handle. O'Brien brings the ball. O'Brien gets the ball, brings it in, back over to Greer. Crossover dribble. Three-point attempt is good. O'Brien gets the lead into single digits, 49-41. Upper St. Clair, 8-point lead. This is where we were at the half. St. Clair had opened it up to a 15-point lead. But our inability to make free throws is costing us some cushion here tonight. Yet another foul. Elias will be shooting two. So 1-1. I'm sorry, he's not shooting 2.
First one's good. So I was right the first time. He will be shooting 2.
Takes the Panther lead back to 9 points. 1:13 remaining, third quarter.
Second one in and out. Rebound, Baldwin.
Number 4, Murphy's back in. He'll be playing with 4 fouls. His backcourt mate Joyce is already fouled out. Greer running the point. Back again, another backdoor cut. Backdoor cut. Number 11, Einwood got the shot off, but the rebound came to number 12,
O'Brien, and he put it back in.
St. Clair can't control the ball for more than 10 seconds without Baldwin committing a foul. That's 10 team fouls already. We still have a little under a minute to go in the third quarter. So we'll be shooting 2 here on out every time there's a Baldwin foul. First one, no good. Austin trying to get the St. Clair lead back to 8 points if he makes this one, and he does.
8-point lead, 51-43.
Murphy picked up by Serio. A long three-pointer. Air ball, but Baldwin saves it. Oh, St. Clair saves it.
Elias goes up strong.
Elias is in double figures with 11. That's got to be a walk. That can't be a foul. He was falling down. Now, once again, you know, maybe I'm wearing my red, black, and white glasses here tonight, but boy, that didn't look like a foul to me. That looked like a player that made a move to the basket, out of control, a little bit of contact, and then he fell down, did a Fosbury flop, and drew the foul. Shea picks up Einweck, and Einweck throws a bounce pass to the Baldwin fan section. St. Clair ball, 53-43, 14.6 remaining. Baldwin picking up St. Clair in the backcourt. Simpson looks to drive. Again, I think that was a very similar play to the one we just saw at the other end, where you had a player, Simpson in this case, a little out of control and a tiny amount of contact, and he's going to the free throw line to shoot 2. I think that's 2 plays now within the last 15 seconds that, in my humble opinion, IMHO should have been no calls. Simpson makes the first. McCormick comes in for the last 6.7 seconds. Got McCormick, Brennan, Applebaum, Simpson, and Elias. Elias has been the Iron Man here in the third quarter. I don't think he's been out at all. Ball bounces around. Baldwin, a long 3. Contested by Elias. A little bit of contact, but no harm, no foul. So at the end of 3 quarters, Panther leads back up to 11, 54-43.
Just give me a second to look at my score sheet here. In that third quarter alone, 3 for 8, 4 for 10, 7 for 16. Free throw, St. Clair shot 16 free throws in that quarter, only made 7 of them. By contrast, Baldwin made 5 of 5 from the free throw line to take them out to 15 out of 17 for the game. So again, St. Clair has that 11-point lead, but with a little bit better free throw shooting, missing the front end of a couple of one-and-ones. You know, this could be a 20-point game easily at the end of 3 quarters. Our next home game will be next Friday against North Hills. now let me check. Is that a section game? No, North Hills is not a section game, but it should be. It should be a good game nonetheless.
St. Clair's been able to protect their players as far as foul trouble is concerned. No one has more than 3 on the St. Clair side, where Joyce is already fouled out for the Highlanders, and Murphy, one of their leading scorers, has 4. Murphy with the ball. The way they're calling offensive fouls tonight, player control fouls, Murphy needs to be careful. Nice drive. Number 5 comes in off the bench. Wallace penetrates on the dribble drive and kicks the ball out for a nice, easy basket. An offensive foul on Christian Shea. That's 4 on him. As soon as I said nobody has 4, Christian picks up his 4th. 9-point Panther lead. Shaky inbounds pass to Einwach. It's the first time I think I've seen Reed pick up Einwach. Ties him up nicely. Murphy trying to go one-on-one. Figures if he goes one-on-one long enough, the ref's bound to call a foul somewhere. Number 12, O'Brien, hasn't been afraid to throw up some long threes tonight, but hasn't gotten any of the threes to go down. Foul on the floor. Number 24, Sirio. That's 4 on Sirio. Sloppy game with regards to the fouling, and I'm not sure if it's the teams, the matchups, or the refs just calling some ticky-tacky stuff and wanting to keep things under control. But Sirio will go to the bench with his 4th foul. Number 11, Einwach, goes back to the bench. Mr. Murphy, he of the perfect 8 for 8. And I finally jinxed him. He missed the front end of his 1-and-1. With St. Clair nursing the 9-point lead, that was an opportunity for the Highlanders to cut into it. Murphy quickly counterattacks. And how about that? A defensive play without a foul called. Gets a round of applause. But seriously, nice rejection by Shea. I don't think the Highlander player completely understood how quick off of his feet Christian really is. 54-45, 6:46 to go in the game. Austin, nice job on O'Brien. Flips the ball away. Quickly, there was some contact there. Again, when St. Clair gets that, the defense leads to fast break opportunities. Austin and Simpson were out very quickly. Baldwin player kind of tied Dan up, but Dan had position, and there's a foul. Dan will be shooting 2. First one is good. 55-45, 10-point Panther lead. We've got Austin, Elias, Shea, and McCormick to go with Simpson. Second one's also good. Gives John 8 points for tonight. 11-point Panther lead. Greer running the point again. Austin picks him up. Austin goes over to Wallace. 3-pointer. Bouncing. Oh, let them play basketball, for goodness sakes. Again, another quick whistle on a jump ball. Again, I thought Brett had wrestled that ball away from the Highlander. Possession arrow pointing towards St. Clair, so we'll get the ball nonetheless. Shea back in. Greer picking up Simpson, kind of. No, actually, that's Sedlock picking up Simpson. Turnover. Simpson does a nice job in transition defense of keeping Murphy from getting to the basket or getting to the free throw line. Lauterbach gives Murphy the three.
"17 points for Murphy, 3 threes and 8 of 9 from the free throw line.
Cuts the lead back down to 8 points cuts the Upper St. Clair lead back to 8 points, exactly where it was at halftime. Now we've got 5:44 remaining in the fourth quarter. Got the Panther cheerleaders coming out for a routine here. Some nice shooting by young Mr. Murphy, keeping his Highlanders in the game. Every time the Panthers try to get a run going and get the lead up to 12 or 13, Baldwin, give them credit, fights back, gets the lead back into single digits. Coming back onto the court after the timeout for St. Clair, we've got Austin, Shea, Simpson, McCormick, and Elias. I think this St. Clair lineup should be able to work the ball inside and get some layups, if not draw some additional fouls against Baldwin. John Austin will be putting the ball inbound underneath the Highlander basket. Simpson breaks free. I think the Panthers will be content to work it inside if they can't. Elias kicks the ball over. They double teamed Elias. He got the ball over to Austin. John goes up strong. Six points for John. Nice play by Austin. The ball was bouncing around, and as he was falling out of bounds, he kicked it back into Simpson. Three-pointer from McCormick. Back rim. Rebound O'Brien. Lauterbach a little out of control. Deflection McCormick. Nice, again, another nice save. Almost a carbon copy of the last play by Austin. The ball was rolling out of bounds. Driving off the glass.
Nice play by Brett. Beat his man off the dribble,
Pulled up, went old school off the glass.
a long three-pointer by O'Brien.
Some pressure in the backcourt. St. Clair turns the ball over. O'Brien has 20. Baldwin looking to cut into the 9-point Panther lead. 60-51, 4:19 remaining in the game. Yeah, every time St. Clair scores a couple baskets, Baldwin comes right back to get it back into single digits. They can't seem to close him out. Murphy, long rebound. Austin's off to the races. Now, I'm going to say, if that was an offensive foul, I'm going to hang up my mic and retire. Again, Austin going coast to coast. Those long strides. He chews up a lot of ground on the court very, very quickly. But as he was going up, was that Lauterbach? That was Lauterbach's fifth. So that's a second starter now that's out of the game for the Highlanders. Austin will be shooting two, trying to get the St. Clair lead back into double digits. just about halfway through the last stanza. First one's good. John has a pretty stroke. When he gets it right, his free throws just go right through. Misses the second. Rebound off to number 12, O'Brien. Again, oh, that's got to be an intentional. Coach Holzer agrees with me. He was looking for an intentional foul. When Austin stole the ball, the Baldwin player, who immediately became the defender, reached back and grabbed him as he was streaking down court. John had visions of a slamma-jamma in his head, but not this time. After a little bit of protest, Coach Holzer decided with a 10-point lead wasn't worth fighting over. Wasn't a mountain he was going to die on this time. First one is no good. Sirio is going to take a break. Have Brennan and Simpson along with Austin, Applebaum, and Elias. Second one is good. So with 3:48 remaining, 62-51, 11-point St. Clair lead. Baldwin, again, hats off to Baldwin, hanging in there tough. I think they're a little outmanned. We're a little bigger on inside, which drew a lot of the fouls. But they can shoot. Murphy can shoot. O'Brien's proven that he can shoot. And those two players have just about 40 of the Baldwin 51 points, together accounting for 80% of the offense. A little pyramid action by the St. Clair cheerleaders during this break in action. With just a little under 4 minutes to go, look for Coach Holzer to bring his starting lineup back in. But once again, he proves me wrong. Got Brennan and Applebaum teamed up with Simpson, Elias, and Austin. Einwach, O'Brien, Murphy, Sedlock, and Greer making up the quintet for the Highlanders. Again, another backdoor cut. Austin comes over to help out off the backdoor cut. Again, that's easily the fifth or sixth time that Baldwin's done that to us tonight. That aggressive overplaying defense opens us up to that backdoor cut. Not sure I saw the foul on that one, but Einwach will be going to the line. Drops the first one. That was the fourth personal on Austin. 9th team foul on the Panthers. Sirio back in. Starting lineup for St. Clair. Second one is also good. Once again, St. Clair lead back down into single digits at 9. You saw Murphy overplaying Simpson. Murphy was overplaying Simpson, almost forcing him to dribble to his right. The other Highlander defender came over to double team, kind of a trap, half-court trap. Simpson backed off when he saw the pressure, and then a foul was committed as the ball was tipped away. Nice attempt at creating some defensive pressure by the Highlanders. Simpson makes the first, takes the lead back to 10 points. Second one is also good. Simpson has a bunch of points tonight, somewhere around 12 or 13. My scorebook got a little messed up here. Simpson and Austin are next to each other in my scorebook, and I was giving Simpson. I didn't keep track of the foul shots properly. Austin wouldn't give up. Nice play by John. Ball was bouncing around. Baldwin defenders were hacking at it, but he stayed with it. Got the lay-in. Nice help out on defense by Reed. Rebound by Shane. Looking for some help from Simpson. St. Clair has numbers. 2:47 remaining. Decide to slow it down. St. Clair lead 13 points. 66-53. 2:45 remaining. Again, the score has been seesawing back and forth for the better part of the second half. St. Clair will get ahead by 10 or 11 or 12. It'll get into double figures. Baldwin will have a spurt. St. Clair will have a spurt. Keeps going back and forth. Got a tumbling exhibition by the Baldwin cheerleaders. Very athletic. Well, I don't think they're happy with the outcome of the game so far. Doing whatever they can to spur their players on. Relatively quiet night for Christian. He's been in the 20s just about every game so far for St. Clair. But every chance Baldwin gets, they're double teaming him, denying him the ball. And he's had a little bit of foul trouble as well. Simpson putting the ball in for St. Clair. Starting lineup back out there. St. Clair going in their four corners offense, content to just take as much time off the clock as they can. Simpson drives to his left and is fouled. That's 17 for Simpson tonight. Thereabouts. Third foul on Murphy. 13-point Panther lead. I guess that basket wasn't good. They called the foul on the floor before the free throw, or before the basket. So take that away. Now he only has 16. If he makes this, he'll be back to the 17 I gave him 2 seconds ago. Season high for Dan. Greer once again running the point. Oh, come on. Ticky-tacky foul there. The last thing you want to do is put this man on the line. You don't want to put him on the line because he's going to kill you. And you don't want to put him on the line because you're stopping the clock. I don't know the age of these Baldwin players. Their roster wasn't published online, so I wasn't able to determine whether we've got freshmen, sophomores. Some of them look a little young. I don't think there aren't too many guys out there that look like seniors. So this could be a Baldwin team that'll need to be reckoned with for a couple of years. Murphy misses the first, misses the second. After going 9 for 9, quick outlet pass. Austin over to Shea. Why is there to clean it up? Looks like he was fouled. Oh. Might have got away with a walk there. I think Murphy has a green light to go one-on-one and shoot whenever he gets the ball. Long three from Wallace. Rebound. Sirio tips it over to himself. He went down funny. I don't know if he twisted a knee or twisted an ankle. Kind of slow getting up. Yeah, as he tipped it over to himself, there was a little bit of contact, and I think that contact forced him to twist his ankle. Gingerly getting over to the bench. Trainer Joe over to check him out quickly. He'll get some ice and some treatment tomorrow. Looks like they're taking him right to the locker room. Rest, ice, compression, elevation. I'm sure that's what Trainer Joe will tell him for tonight. Austin inbounding the ball. McCormick back in. Einweck picks up Simpson. They try to get a double team, and Murphy reaches in, raises his hand as if to say, oh, I really didn't hit him, but the whistle was already blown, so it was a little too late, regardless of how sorry he was for the contact. Once again, Simpson going to the line to shoot two. Seems like that's the only thing I've said the whole second half. First one is good. O'Brien in for Murphy, Einwach, Sedlock, Greer, and Wallace. Brennan and Applebaum are out there to go along with Simpson, Elias, and Austin. 70-53. That lead has crept out to 17 points with another timeout on the court. 1:50 remaining. Seems like they've called a lot of timeouts tonight. Whatever happened to classic rock? Brennan, Applebaum, Elias, Simpson, and Austin. 1:50 to go. O'Brien bringing the ball into Greer. Out to Wallace. Wallace with the three. Got a little bit of backboard. Looked like a takedown. Shane was either a wrestling takedown or a quarterback sack. Shane on the sacking versus sack east side of that tackle. Greer will be shooting two.
And that's Greer's first points tonight. First trip to the free throw line. Again, and the story of this game has been O'Brien and Murphy carrying the Highlanders, with a couple of points scattered here and there among their other players. Austin with the long rebound looks to press the issue, but with a minute 29 decides to allow Dan Simpson to control the ball. Kick save and a beauty by Einwach. Zooey back in. Foster sees his first action, coming in for Sedlock as he goes to the bench. 16-point Panther lead, 70-54, 120 remaining. Double team on Simpson. McCormick over to help out. Looks like they're going to be double teaming the ball. Panthers just content to play keep away. Deflected out of bounds off of number 14, Foster. Inbound pass to Austin. Pump faking and turn around, lays it in with his left hand. Very nice game for John tonight. He's in the double figures. 18-point Panther lead. Einweg dribbles into the corner, stopped by Simpson. Deflected by Shea and off of a Highlander. Holzer emptying his bench. Zach Joyce checks in, Applebaum back in, Garrett Del Rey back in. I guess he didn't quite empty his bench, but brought a few reserves in. Baldwin looking to double the ball.
Over to Del Rey. Del Rey into Shane.
Shane may have taken an extra step before he went up strong with that, but it's a basket nonetheless.
Shane's first basket. He's had some tough rebounds and played some good defense, but not a lot of points tonight. Zach Joyce with the bound. Decides he'll bring it up himself instead of passing it back into the double team. 17 seconds remaining. 20 points. I think this one is just about, we have the gist of this one. If Red Auerbach were here, he'd be lighting a cigar. .8 remaining. Fans are standing up to start putting their coats on. Get ready to brave this chilly December evening. First one bounces up, around, and out. Gilstrap, Jordan Albert, Garrett's in, number 15, Steve Kyle is in. And I think this is going to be about it. I don't even think they'll worry about getting over half court, maybe there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, 74-54. St. Clair holds off the several valiant Baldwin rallies.